Hey, so this is just a short little video talking about using Beamer to help with your presentation, make your slides. And so the assignment due next week will be, editing a LaTeX file for a Beamer document. Okay, so there are a few things to go over. You'll notice in there's under Beamer resources, there's a thing called Beamer overleaf.pdf. So that's just something for you to read about using Beamer in Overleaf. Again, on the web, you'll find lots of better YouTube videos and lots of instructions about how to do different things with Beamer. So anyway, so I want to just go through a few things. So first I'm going to click on this PDF file, which is, the text file. I'm going to click on the text file just to show you a few commands. Okay, so here is our text file. So you see up here, it says document class Beamer. Use theme Madrid. I'll explain what that is later. So the basic environment for Beamer is the frame. So that's a slide. So you do a begin frame and end frame for your slide. And here it asks you to make a title page for that slide. So a really useful thing to use in your presentation is lists. So, so here we do, in this frame here, in this slide here, we have a frame title called lists, and we do itemize, and then you see the item that produces the items in the list, and you'll see these funny little commands here, 1, 2, 3 to 4, 4 or 5. That is so that when you click it, so when you click this, just the first item appears on slide 1. Then the second item appears. And then this thing here says that it's only going to appear on the 3rd and 4th iterations. Here it's only going to appear on the 4th. Here it appears on the 5th. Okay. And the other thing you can use is a pause button, \pause, and it'll pause the slide in presentation. And then you can just use all your typical math things. You've got your typesetting, you've got your labels to refer to it. You can use pause. Another thing is uncover, which is these are all kind of related. These will commands to use while doing a presentation. Okay, and of course you can include graphics at the end. Okay, so I'm going to pause now. I'm going to actually show you what the result is. Okay, so this is the PDF file that we've generated with that code that I showed you before. Typically what you would do would be that you would open it in Adobe, and then that'll be the full screen, whatever, and you click and it goes to the next slide, whatever. But here, the style here, this is the Madrid style. I'll talk more about that later. So here's the title page that we made. Here is our lists, and notice just the first item appears on the first slide. Then you press enter again, and then the second item appears. Then the third item appears, and the fourth item appears, and then you see the thing that before, where the third and fourth items disappear, and that only appears on the 5th. And then here is the idea of you using the pause command. So here's one slide, and here's the next slide with your math things, and so this is this idea that you're using \pause to create these overlays that we see. And here's a theorem. You see it's quite a nice little way that it presents it. And so here, in this situation here, they use the uncover command to create overlays here. So you go from proof theorem to proof. Okay, and then here's a picture that you put in. Okay, so one more thing to talk about. Okay, so the final thing I wanted to talk about was kind of like the style of the slides that you have. And so if you look up here, here's a little matrix that shows you what's available. So there's a presentation theme you can use, and there's a color theme. So the presentation theme here is in the rows, and it's usually signified by a city. So you look through and you see what style you want. And then there's a color theme, and that's usually done by an animal. So albatross, beaver, beetle. And so you go ahead and you can have a look, and you can try and pick out a style that you like. And so this is things that are just done in the preamble, like / use presentation theme, and then in curly brackets you can have Antibes, or / use color theme, and then in curly brackets beaver, and then that will give you that style. So anyway, it's something to play around with. As I said, you can just Google lots of stuff here, and you can figure out any particular thing that you want to do. Okay, so I'm looking forward to seeing slides from you next week. Cheers.